So, I've played a little bit of Pokemon Unite, and recently I took a look at the original gameplay trailer when the game was just released. And I thought to myself, wow, this looks like League of Legends. Nothing like how it looks now. So, I decided that I'd make a video pointing out all the differences, beginning with the elephant, the Copperajah in the room. Alright, so the most notable thing to point out is that there's a Pokemon in the original game that's not in the official release at all, that Pokemon being Clefable. But you see, Clefable is actually still in the game. You may not realize it, but he is. All you have to do is squint your eyes at the support characters and you may see him. But in all seriousness, you may be able to see Clefable through the movesets of other Pokemon that are in the game. So, taking a look here, we can see quite a few familiar moves. Most obviously, there being Pound and Double Slap from Wigglytuff. Another thing being what I believe to be Dazzling Gleam. And though it's kind of a stretch, that one at the top could be Bliss Assistance, and that one below it could be some kind of weird pink Solar Beam. Anyways, that's enough fat pink things. Let's move on to something better, like liking and subscribing. While there aren't any more unused playable Pokemon, it can actually be seen that Stuffle, Bewear, Joltik, and Galvantula were used as the wild Pokemon in this early version of the game. And no, you don't need to worry, Aipom is still there. Moving on from the wild Pokemon, we can see that there's actually some differences between the Pokemon that are in the game right now. Starting with Excelgor. Oh, wait, no, that's my list of Pokemon that should be in the game. I mean Snorlax. Anyways, it can be seen in the trailer that Snorlax would do like a stomp thing, while now he more like falls asleep and begins rolling over, as you can see. Another thing is, Charizard can be seen using Slash and Dragon Claw, which from what I know aren't reused on any other Pokemon that are currently in the game. I believe that's it for the moves, other than some different icons that relate to the moves that are still in the game now. Though I don't read Japanese, so some of these could be something else and I may not realize it. Anyways, as much as I love Pokemon, let's move on to some of the other stuff like the map and effects. Alright, so now I'm just going to talk about some general stuff, beginning with the shields. They look different. Though I believe this to specifically be the score shield, because later in the video in the gameplay portion, you can see that people when they score have the normal clear bubble from the game now. Another thing to add would be that Rotom can be seen coming from the bottom lane rather than the top lane, and there are also these little icons representing the Pokemon that give buffs rather than it just being a circle. This brings me to the point that the maps are similar in concept, but have some minor differences in execution, such as the buffs being closer to their respective sides in the final version. This was probably to make raiding the opposing team's jungle just a little bit more difficult. Moving on, we can see that Pokemon in the select screen have some interesting poses in their portraits, such as the Pikachu looking like this. And if you look at one frame in the video, you can actually see that a new Gen 9 Pokemon was going to be in the game. Right here! In all seriousness, I ended up liking how the game looks now compared to how it originally looked, and that's really the last thing I have to say on it. Though I'm sure there's things in the video I may have missed, so feel free to point that out. Anyways, I hope that you have a nice day. Also watch my other videos, do it now.